Hi guys, my name is Oliver. I'm a student at MIT. First time here, so go easy on me, I guess. So a couple weeks ago, there was a hackathon called Hack MIT, and I made a project called OneTimeBox. Let me just show it to you. If this works. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so OneTimeBox is a really, really simple service for you to generate live web folders and share them with your friends and collaborate on files. So it's super easy to use. You can just create a box. It gives you a page like this, and well, hopefully we have a file we can drop in here. And there you go. And then you can share it with somebody else. And they can drop in another file, and you'll notice both pages update live, so it's pretty much exactly a live web folder, and these folders expire in 1 week currently. It's completely free to use. Yeah, exactly. Whoever said that. Snapchat for files. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, a couple weeks ago as well, there was another hackathon called Node Knockout. And with a couple of my friends, I made something called Tidbit. And so Tidbit is a site for you can, as a developer, go and sign up, and it will give you a code to embed in your site. And this code will actually mine cryptocurrency on your client's computers and give it to you. So, do it really quickly. Hold on. Well, let's see. So you just sign up really easily. And okay, so we give you an iframe, and all you have to do is paste it on whatever page you have, and then you get a little bit of dashboard information, and at a certain point you can cash out once you've hit some sort of minimum. And you do have to have a Bitcoin wallet ID, but those are very, very easy to come by nowadays. And that's pretty much it. I'd really love to hear any questions that you guys have. Thanks for listening. Oh, Meteor, yeah.
I can see why you use it for the live update.
Yeah, so I used, so OneTimeBox is built in Meteor, and Tidbit is built in Express. So I'm actually a huge fan of Meteor. I'm a huge proponent of it, and if any of you have any questions about Meteor, I'd love to answer them as well. Okay, so Meteor is a very, very bleeding edge JavaScript framework based on Node.js, and it kind of changes the entire paradigm of web development, in that one of the key things is that they have a client-side database for every client, and they'll sync these two databases, like your server-side and client-side database, live. So everything is based on these collections that are so-called reactive. So in the case of OneTimeBox, you can see that the pages update live, and I actually didn't write any extra code for that. It actually just does it because it's based on this database that I just launched. It's incredible. And what it does is it reduces the amount of work that you have to do to make any site kind of live. And well, it's just incredibly simple, incredibly fantastic. Highly recommend it. Yeah.
What's the performance impact of adding Tidbit to your site?
So this was a proof of concept, and right now it uses 100% of your CPU. So the performance impact is pretty significant. It uses web workers, so technically it should not actually affect your performance, but if you're using 100% of your CPU, you're not going to be able to do anything anyway. So before we actually released like a real version of this site, which we're aiming at doing in the end of January, we have to work on a lot of different throttling methods. Yeah.
So Meteor, to keep things sync, how much gain would
Okay, I can't exactly answer that question, but there's a lot of new technologies that they've developed to actually work on that. But I know it's based on socket connections, and there's an entirely new protocol that they've developed for the two database communications. So I'm not exactly sure, but it does affect scaling if that's your other question. Yeah.
Do the clients know that they're mining Bitcoin with someone else?
Right now, no, but also right now the site is disabled, so you can't actually use it for any profit.
No, I think the clients might, the people who run the clients might get a little uncomfortable if they found out they're mining other people's Bitcoin.
Yes, so the question is, will people get uncomfortable if they are mining on their computers for other people? And the answer is probably yes, and there are probably a lot of ethical questions that we have to ask before we actually release something like this. And there are a lot of interesting things that we can do based on this concept. So definitely one of the key things is transparency, and letting people know that they're actually doing this kind of stuff. And another thing is reinforcing that the parent websites should not use ads while doing mining. This is framed as very much an alternative to ads. So we want to make the user experience better, not make it worse. So yeah, the idea is that parent websites shouldn't need to use ads because they're getting money from other sources. Any other questions? Yeah.
OneTimeBox, what's the size of the file that it can come from?
Right now, 1 gigabyte, but there's no limit on the number of files that could be in a box. Any other questions? Okay, great, thanks.
Great, that was OneTimeBox. Now
Join Boston New Technology Meetup. Sponsor an event or a venue. Present your idea and attend to network with Boston's brightest. Details are at www.bostonnewtech.org and in the video description.